This is Transformers Prime, Deluxe Class Hotshot, and Deluxe Class Beast Hunters Prowl. I'm doing a 2-for-1 video because both figures are redecos of original figures released. This guy was part of the third wave of the Deluxe Class figures from Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise. This guy is part of Wave 6 of the Deluxe Class for the Beast Hunters toy line. So very, very nice. Fantastic redecos. Well done, Hasbro, on these two figures. Before we begin, here's a quick look at the packaging. Here's Prowl. Here you go. And Hotshot. Picked up Prowl on regular retail. This guy picked up on clearance, obviously, the international packaging. They're actually very, very nice redecos. If you remember, Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, this is actually Shadow Strike or Stealth Strike, Shadow Strike Bumblebee, or Shadow, whatever, I forgot. It's the black version of the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. And I've grown to love this mold ever since I reviewed this figure. Smokescreen was the original version of this mold. For both figures, they've got new head sculpts. And for Prowl, they've actually added a light bar on top of the alt mode, which I'll show you in a little while. Everything else is the same. The weapons are the same. Missile firing action is the same for both figures. This one has no missile firing. It's got guns. Alright, get rid of these guys. Let's start with Hotshot. It's a 2-for-1 video, so I'm, hurrying up the pace. Phenomenal figure. Man, I cannot believe I passed up on this guy. I'm sort of glad I did because I got him on clearance. But he's got a wonderful head sculpt. Let me show you the light piping, if I can. There's a little bit light piping going on there. He's got some goggles, which you can fold down. I don't know which Hotshot this is an homage to, because the Hotshot I know is yellow from the Armada series. This guy is probably from another series, Cybertron or whatever. Regardless of whatever homage they were going for this one, it is a great use of this mold. I'm just blown away at how nice this one turned out. I've been hearing a lot of negative stuff about how boring this figure was, so I did not pick it up on regular retail, but after picking it up, man, I love this figure. Definitely a wonderful figure. Paint apps are amazing. You just have to watch out for the tampos, which one has scratches and whatnot, but the blue metallic flake type that they put on this guy is just amazing, flawless. The red paint done very nicely, not a lot of blotches and some scratching here and there, but there's not a lot of quality issues to gripe about. And also, I'm glad Hasbro had the decency to keep the guns in muted colors, like the gray or gunmetal gray, or no, just regular gray, and not like red or blue gun. So thank you, Hasbro, for not making the weapons look like kitty weapons. Transform this guy. Well, articulation is the same in the ball joint. Transform him is exactly the same as Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, which I will get to now. Go ahead and fold this part and collapse these shoulders forward, and that's the revealer's gimmick. Something's caught in the gear. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Okay, there you go. Lock that in. Lock the windshield and hood. Go ahead and fold up the arms. Like that. Feet. Go ahead and join them. Fold them up. Oh, no, sorry. Just fold these up. Fold up the entire lower torso and just tab everything in. This is one of the more smooth, not too complicated transformations for the Robots in Disguise toy line. Very, very nice, and not too much mold degradation. I'm actually quite surprised. And put the weapons here, there, and here he course, with Robots in Disguise, Bumblebee. So, pretty neat. Do I recommend him? Absolutely. I mean, unless you hate repaints or you don't really care for too much about this mold, don't get him. But I mean, you've got to pick this up if you're a big fan of these Robots in Disguise figures. He did not appear on the show, but still, does not detract from the fact that it is a wonderful, wonderful figure. So, on to Prowl. Now, I've always loved Prowl ever since G1. I liked the Autobot police car. And he was one of my favorite characters in G1. That's why I'm very stoked that they're doing the masterpiece on Prowl. So they did a good job on the colors on this one. Lots of G1 aspects to it. Obviously, there's light piping. Very nice light piping. Did not appear on the show unless he was going to make a cameo appearance in Predacons Rising, which I doubt. But if he does, all well and good. So he's got this same gun as Smokescreen. Not too much quality issues. He comes packaged in robot mode, so you'll be able to see all the black bleeding onto the white. There's not a lot of stuff. There's some bleeding here and there. Just pick the best one, but almost all the figures were okay, the ones I saw on the shelf. So very, very nice. And the thing about why collectors are not too happy with this mold is the transformation is such a and it you know, to me, you just read the instructions, figure it out on your own. There is a way to transform him without too much hassle, and I'm going to try and show you again if you didn't catch it on my Smokescreen review. So, let me show you. First thing you want to do is go ahead and fold his head. Oh, sorry, detach the backpack, which is tabbed here. A little bit of mold degradation, I forgot to mention. The joints are obviously looser, as well as this one. But go ahead and detach the wings. Fold them like that. Fold it up. The windshield, the windows, and this one, you have to. Wait, let me just see if I can fold. Okay, there we go. Fold it all the way down, and then they're gonna tab. You're gonna tab right there on those pegs right there. But you don't have to do that now. I'm saying so because the head will need to punch up like that so that he doesn't grind the floor in alt mode. So make sure you punch this piece up past the backpack. And the feet are easy to transform. It's like the easiest to transform out of this whole thing. Go ahead and fold out the shins. Fold them back up here. Go ahead and fold these, the feet, the big clown feet up, and then just attach where it needs to be tabbed in, and that's the rear part. Go ahead and rotate, and that's the back part of the car. The real trick here is getting the arms done. Now, it can be confusing at times, but what you've got to remember is you got to keep the transformation simple. I'll go ahead and before we do that, what you want to do is you want to straighten out the arms like that. Go ahead and fold. Don't rotate. Go ahead and fold the roof and hood pieces all the way up front, and you want to sort of bend his elbow like he broke his elbow, like that, by just a few degrees. Do the same on the other side. Oops. Alright, do it like that, and then sort of bend his elbow like he broke it. And go ahead and flip the hood pieces up. And that's all you need to do. Parents, if you're trying to help your kid out, this is what you gotta do. You have to get to this position. Don't rotate the shoulders or the bicep, whatever. Just keep it simple. Next, you want to go ahead and fold the grill and headlamps, which are the shoulder pads, forward and lock them in, just like that. And then you want to rotate. Wait, let me see if I can. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to rotate the entire wheel assembly, and that will bring up the arms this way. Okay, what I'm gonna do is rotate like that. Go ahead and fold the arms this way. There's a joint, there's a hinge right there, and a ball joint here, and just fold it all the way to the rear. Okay. As you can see, it's already taking shape. What you want to do is you need the shoulders facing this way, and you need these elbow spikes facing inward. They should be flat in the middle of the transformation, like that. That's how you know you're doing a good job and that you're on track in transforming this guy and not heading for the medicine cabinet for the Advil. So go ahead and do the same thing. Make sure that the spike is inside and the shoulders are facing this way as well. So go ahead and join them. There's a light bar which I was talking about earlier. Go ahead and do that. There are tabs here. They're going to tab onto those peg holes right there, just like smokescreen. Okay. Go ahead and tab the doors. The doors are going to tab inside here where I told you where the pegs were. And just collapse everything just like that. Okay. And the wheels, just straighten them out. The chest piece, the fake chest piece, goes down all the way flat like that. Make sure it's flat so there's enough clearance for you to roll this guy. And all that's left is really to close the hood. It's nice that you can actually display this guy with a sort of open hood. Maybe, I don't know. Then just go ahead and tab it in like that. Oops. Alright. And it's easy as pie to transform this guy. You just have to figure out where pieces go. And there is Prowl. See, the head. If the head were a little bit higher, it would have been scraping. But as it is, there's about a millimeter of clearance from the bottom of the car to the ground. And he'll roll okay. Here you go. Here is the Takara smokescreen, just so you can compare, which is the knockout mold. Paint issues on the white. It's great. The quality is good, but it's just different. The plastic is a little bit off-white here, and this one's very white, pasty plastic. Paint, sorry. But, you know, it's still okay. It's understandable. It's a clear piece that they had to paint over. Okay. But this is turning out to be one of the best alt modes in the Beast Hunters toy line. If not the, the Beast Hunters toy line. Smokescreen was great. This one is, I think, even better in alt mode. Yeah, there's a little bit of quality issue right there, which it was impossible to see that because it was on the side of the packaging. He's got his arms on. But, you know, you take your losses and you just, you know, appreciate what you got. Very, very nice. I commend the Hasbro team for doing such a wonderful redeco on both figures. If you're the casual toy collector, it's up to you. If you like the characters, go ahead. But if you're not really big into these repaints and all, you don't have to. If you're a big Transformers Prime and Transformers Prime Beast Hunters fan, you have got to pick up these figures. These are amazing, amazing redecos, and I cannot recommend them enough. If you can get them on clearance, all the better. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases. Keek for my mini toy hauls. I have two channels on YouTube, Cheffatron and FX France. They're one and the same. FX France has the toy hauls and vlogs. Cheffatron will have the toy reviews just like this one. Instagram, follow me on Instagram at FX France for my latest toy sightings here in Manila. This has been the Transformers Prime Deluxe class robots in disguise, Hotshot, and Beast Hunters Deluxe class Prowl. Thanks for watching.